Hello guys, in part number 3 of the lesson 10.5, which is effects of change dimensions proportionally. In part number 1 and number 2, we know the effects of change of one dimension. Now, let's know the effects of changing dimensions proportionally. Proportionally means with the same change, the same dimension, 2 dimensions or more dimensions with the same factor. First of all, you have to know that if the radius of a circle or the side length of a square is changed, the size of the entire figure changes proportionally with the same factor. Type. Let's see this example. What happened if we change the dimensions of a figure? What happens on the perimeter or circumference and area of the figure? Let's see. If we have a rectangle, in this example, if we have a rectangle with base, length 8 meters and height with length 3 meters. What happens if we are multiply both dimensions by 5? If we multiplied both dimensions by 5, what happened on the perimeter or and the area of the figure? Let's see first the original dimensions. Let's find the area and perimeter with the original dimensions. The area of the rectangle was base times height or length times width. So it's gonna be 8 times 3 equals 24 meter square. This is the area with the original dimensions. Now let's find the parameter. What is the parameter of the rectangle? 2 multiplied by base times height or length plus width. So we are going to multiply 2 by 8 plus 3. This gives 22 meter. Now the area is 24 and the parameter is 22. This is with using the original dimensions. Time. Let's see the area and the parameter after multiplied the dimensions base and height by 5. Dimensions multiplied by 5. Let's see. The base was equals 8. So we are going to multiply base by 5. 8 by 5 equals 40. This is the new base type. The height, it was 3. So we are going to multiply the height by 5 as well. So it's going to be 3 multiplied by 5 equals 15. So the new height and new base became 40 and 15. Let's find the area and the perimeter after multiplied the dimensions by 5. So the area will be 40 times 15. This gives 600 meter square. And the perimeter, according to the rule of 2 multiplied by base plus height, this gives 2 times 40 plus 15. This is equals 110 meter. This is the new area and perimeter after multiplied the dimensions by 5. Let's see what happens. The perimeter was 22 and became 110. It was 22 and became 110. What do you figure? What do you figure here? What do you figure up? 22 is multiplied by 5 gives 110. Yes, so the area, the new area after multiplied dimensions by 5 proportionally, the parameter also multiplied by 5. Type. What about the area? The area here was 24. It became here after changing 600. So what happened here? Yeah, the area 24 is multiplied by 5 power 2. Is multiplied by 5 power 2. So what do you figure here? What do you figure here after we change the dimensions proportionally? Proportionally means by the same factor. We change the base and height by the same factor. Let's see here what happens. Here, the effect of changing dimensions proportionally. First, the change in dimension. What happened in the dimensions? All dimensions multiplied by the same number. Let's say A. All dimensions multiplied by the same number. Let's say this number is A. So, what's the effect on the parameter of the circumference? The parameter or the circumference changes by a factor of A as well. Okay, طيب, what about the area? The area will change by the factor of A power 2. Will change by the factor A power 2. And this is the difference if we change the dimensions proportionally.